Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Hill. That one complete to Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Hill. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. To cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Now Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Hill on 1st down. Almost almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10, Hill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on fourth down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken at the 46. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted.
That's what it is, baby. That's
Picked
what
up
it
by
is.
Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Running with Kamara, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Hill. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll move the chains.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce back season in 2020.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Saints, first down.
Here's Hill. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill gets this one to Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To
Josh Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this returnable for Harris. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 21. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Hill. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lutz for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Sanders has it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you? I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one out in the line of scrimmage.
But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Now Hill looking to throw on first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Sanders, a 1st down, still going. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
At the Saints' 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Hill, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hill. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Once again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check pass. Under crunch. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
13.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Going for it with Sanders. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple at its second down. From the end zone, Hill throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Gun, Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah,
I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
26 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Hill on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Operating from the gun. Hill. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 54-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Saints 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hill.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Kamara. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.